Yay. Good morning, everyone. I've had my second and third cup of tea. I am more awake than I was about an hour ago. Not much more, just a little bit more. So we've got a couple of people on YouTube. Excellent. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Saturn Dance Live. Second class of the day. Lucilla's just sorting out our Facebook feed.
Hello.
And you popped up then.
I popped up sideways. Hello. It's just Mom.
You fell off the screen.
Hi.
So we've got
There's the rest of me.
in total 3 people watching.
Woohoo!
No, it's just doubled. We've now got 6 people watching.
Woohoo!
I don't know how many. Is one of them us?
Because
it says there's 2 people on YouTube.
probably one of the ones on Facebook is because I've got the Facebook open on my profile so that we can see the comments.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
So there's probably one.
So we've now got 5 people on Facebook and only 2 on YouTube. Does that mean there's only 1 on YouTube plus us? Because we've got YouTube open as well. See, I want to know these things. I like the way. So, if you are currently on YouTube, send us a little hello. Tell us who you are. If you're watching, I know you're watching. I know you're watching. Send us a little message. Just say hello. My name is Dave. Hey, Drusilla. You no need to apologise. You couldn't make it Wednesday. That's fine. Not a problem at all. I hope you managed to get your coursework finished. Talented artist, Drusilla. She showed us some of her, was it A-level or GCSE coursework? Oh my word, Drusilla, amazing. Keep up your art. Keep working at it. It's awesome.
We'll do some more classes on stage, so don't worry.
Yeah, Ross is in, and Marlena's joined us. Just outside Windsor, you know. Very posh. Yes. We have got a couple more on there. We got a few more on there. Lovely. I know it's. What we got? Hey, awesome. Catherine is there. Catherine rather, and Debbie is there. Keris. Hello, morning, Keris.
And normally, although we don't get a comment, we normally get a little note through that Aaron and Miriam are watching, and Alice. So normally on YouTube. So hello, if you are watching.
It's them.
I think that's on YouTube.
It's you. We worked it out. Yeah, it's you. Yeah, now we know. That's a bit scary, wasn't it? Oh, it's you.
Yeah, kind of creepy, actually.
I'm talking to you in your front room. That's our little look. Yeah. Barry's just said, Aaron and Miriam say hello.
There we go.
Yeah, it's you. We could see you through your camera. No, we can't.
That is really
That's
creepy,
scary, isn't it? Yeah.
Barry's
now at home, wetting himself laughing. He's loving that sense of humour. Yes, is he really? Yeah. Is he really there? He's there laughing at home now.
Harmony's in. Hi.
Right, we can start now. Harmony's in. Excellent. Awesome. What are we doing?
We're doing some basic samba, which is for people who haven't done very much samba before. But if you've done samba before, join in because we're going to go over all the technique and you can really perfect it.
This is Emmy and Molly's group on Saturday.
Emmy and Molly's group, but it's also for my group as well. Yeah, we do miss them. It's also for my group who've never done any samba before. We've just done cha-cha and jive and a waltz. So if you've for Aaron and Miriam, they've never done any samba apart from the Rosetta. So this is
really basic first bit of samba.
And for Alice and for Harmony, just practice your technique.
Yeah.
And Drusilla. So
do you think Emmy's taller now?
I hope not. She's already very tall.
She's really tall. I haven't seen her since like March. What is it now? It's May. That's 9-10 weeks.
I'm hoping she's stopped growing now.
And she couldn't get there, didn't she?
Yeah. I think I started shrinking.
Yeah. I think that's what we'll say is, we've started shrinking.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. I used to be 7 foot tall. And now I'm not. Right then. So I reckon what we got? We got 4 up there, lovely 7 over there. Brilliant. Let's make a start, shall we?
Yeah, you can do the samba, and afterwards I'm going to do some of our gold level cha-cha.
Right then.
So
what we're going to do, basic samba. We'll recap what we did last week. We only did 2 things last week in the samba. We did basics and whisks.
We did.
So if you're doing the men's steps, the lead steps, the boy steps traditionally, use your left foot, go forwards. If you're doing lady steps, girl steps, follower steps, okay, you're gonna go backwards on your right foot. Yeah? Okay, and we do these little basics and we're dancing 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're going to do 4 of them, and each one of them is 3 steps. The middle one is kind of half a step, and we're not traveling very fast. I think the first of those 3 steps is traveling. So I'm going to go forwards for 1, bring the other foot in, close feet, just the toe, lift up a little bit, and then back down and replace weight. So I'm now free to use my right foot. And then reversing. So I'm not going backwards, instead of going forwards. So I'm going to traveling step, doesn't travel very far, bring the spare foot in onto the toe, lift yourself up a little bit, and then replace the weight back down.
That's right. So last week we did the steps first, which is 1, tap, tap. So you're changing weight, 1, close, change weight. And that's the first thing to focus on, is getting those steps, okay? 1, tap, tap. And then we put the bounce in.
The bounce and the body tick and the timing.
So that's right, we do the timing last. So the bounce is going up and down with your knees. So we're going, once we go up and over, 1, and then we lift up here, up, 2. So you're going to keep that heel up. And then you go forwards, little bounce, 1, tap, tap, and 1, tap, tap, and 1, tap, tap, with the bounce. And then finally we did the timing, which is syncopated timing. So we're going 1, 2, 2, 2. So that's quite a short step there. 3 and 1, 4.
But the bounce keeps going continuously, evenly all the way through. Okay.
So let's go over that again, because that's quite a hard little bit of technique that we did last week.
So shall I swap and go this way this time?
Yeah.
Swap and go that way. So I'm using my left, Priscilla's using my right. I'm going forwards, Priscilla's going backwards. So we end up dancing 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2. And then the only thing we added to the end of that, then we added some whisks. We used exactly the same action, all the same technique. I don't know. I think these are probably easier than basics sometimes.
I think they probably are, yeah.
Weirdly.
Because you know which foot you're going to go off on, because you haven't got as much choice.
It doesn't matter whether you're doing the lead steps or the follow steps, the boy steps, the girl steps. They're the same. We just go in different directions. So we do all this together. We go in left.
No, we're going right.
Well, I'm going left.
No, we're going right.
We're going to just dance these whisks. We go sideways.
I'll go this way.
1. We take the spare foot, we cross it just behind. We're not traveling, just behind. And we get the same little bounce and drop back again. And we go back the opposite direction, the same thing. Side, behind, in place. Side, behind, in place. Side, behind, in place. Side, behind, in place. That's what we did last week. We concentrated a lot on technique. So, if you can't remember the technique, have a little look back at last week's video. Have a little look at that. Go through the technique, because I don't want to spend too much time. I want to crack on.
Yeah, or if you're just struggling with it today, just get those steps.
Yeah.
So you're going 1, tap, tap, 2, tap, tap, 3, tap, tap, 4. Then the whisks. 1, tap behind, 2, tap behind, 3, tap behind, 4, tap behind. And don't worry about the technique, just get those steps first. Once you've got the steps, you don't have to think so hard about them, then you can start looking at some more of the technique.
But if you do the technique from the beginning, it does make it easier. Yeah. But if you can't, steps first. Got to get the steps first. You know, I was just thinking my mum hasn't joined us yet.
Probably getting herself a cup of tea.
She's just joined us, look. There she is. Or she come in from the garden because it's raining.
Possibly.
Possibly. We've had a couple of big downpours here. Right then, so now let's do this from the very, very beginning. We're going to do 4 basics, 4 whisks. Then we're going to look at, we're going to alter our Saturday routine because we're in a big in a confined space rather than in a big space. Okay, feels so different dancing in trainers.
Oh, isn't it easier? It depends.
Yeah.
For jive, I love dancing in trainers for jive.
Jive, yeah. And do you know what? I think samba you can dance in trainers as well because there's less. I think rumba and cha-cha.
Rumba's really hard.
Rumba and cha-cha in trainers, dreadfully difficult. Dreadfully difficult.
If you're going to do the gold level cha-cha that we're going to do later, you might want to change into your shoes because that is going to be really hard in trainers.
Yeah. Or even if you've got a jazz shoe or something like that, that might be better. Yeah. Right then, so from the beginning, 4 basics, 4 wrists.
I'm going back on my right.
1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4. Now wrist and 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, and 1, 2, and 2, 2, and 3, 2, 4, and 2, 1, 2, and 2, 2, and 3, 2, and 4, 2. Easy as that.
How many dancing in slippers? They'll be fine.
Oh, well, slippers. Slippers are all right.
Yeah.
It depends on the slippers.
And the floor.
And the floor. I suppose slippers will slip on a floor.
Do they actually slip though? They're called slippers. But are they slippy?
I don't know. Depends on the slippers.
And the floor.
And the floor.
Going around the circle.
Yeah, just be careful with your footwork, everyone, okay? Because you don't want to wear something that's going to injure you, grip too much, cause twisting the bones and joints and stuff. So just be careful. And the other thing is you don't want your shoes or your footwear to fall off while you're dancing. That could cause a bit of an injury. So just be careful with what you're wearing, okay?
If you do like a flick ball change, you could have flicking your footwear off.
Yeah, your slipper going flying across the room. That's not part of the choreography, is it? Now then, so we would normally do traveling samba walks in promenade position from there. We're going to show you how to do something called a stationary samba walk because, as the name suggests, they stay still. We don't have to travel around a lot. Probably going to be much better in a smaller room. And it's the same action as we get in the traveling ones anyway. Okay, so what we're going to do with stationary walks, after we've done the whisk, which way have I just finished? I've gone this way, haven't I? So what I'm going to do, we're going to close your free foot to your standing foot. You're going to take your standing foot and point it back, and then the front foot now is going to slip backwards. About 8 centimeters, but I'm not going to be measuring.
I'm going to do it sideways. So you're going to close your feet slightly forwards.
Close.
Point your foot backwards here.
Point.
Just the toe on the floor, the heel stays up. And then you're going to leave a little bit of your weight on your front foot and slide it backwards. Okay? So you've got to use your hip.
This is where trainers might be awkward.
Yeah. You've got to use your hip to slip your foot. Okay, because you're going to leave some of your weight on. You're not going back over your back foot there. You're staying forward and just slipping that foot slightly. So it's a bit of a weird one.
Yeah. So the pelvis moves backwards, and that's what pulls the foot back there. So I'm not physically dragging my foot. I'm using my body to drag the foot. Okay? I'm not heaving my foot like that. Okay. I'm actually using my body to pull the foot back. Okay, so what we get, close, point, and then use the pelvis to slip that foot back. And then we close again. I'm using my right, instead of using the left at the moment. So we get close, point, and slip. Close, point, slip. Close and slip. Close and slip.
And because you're slipping backwards, you need to then close slightly forward so you don't end up actually traveling backwards here. You don't want to travel backwards. So you want to stay on the same spot. So each time you close, you're going to close slightly forwards, close slightly forwards, so that as you slip, you're not actually traveling backwards at all. You're going to stay on the same spot.
Right. So we're there. We're not closing there. We're closing there. And as the foot comes back, as we sort of said, we get back to the original spot. We never actually move backwards when we're doing these. Hence the name. Stationary walks. Okay? Stationary walks, not basics. That would have been so in sync then, but you went wrong. You spoke that. Let's do it again. Cut. We'll take that out in editing. So, hence the name Stationary Walks. Oh, yes. Take 3.
Can't get stuff, can you?
Hence the name Stationary Walks. Excellent, well done. First time. Amazing. Barry says, is it Barry that says nice socks because it's Barry's account? Or is it going to be Miriam and Aaron that says nice socks?
They're his Christmas socks.
They're my snowman socks. It's not Christmas.
They look very Christmassy.
No,
you
snowman.
can't actually see them now.
No, I don't know whether you see them.
Snowman.
Snowman.
They're quite Christmassy.
No, they're winter ones.
But I mean, Ethan wears his Christmas jumper all year round.
It's a winter jumper.
It's like an elf jumper. It's got bells on it. It is a proper Christmas jumper.
Every time he walks in with that jumper, it goes ring, ring, ring because the bells on. And I think, where's the cat? We haven't got a cat.
It's like red and green stripes, really fluffy. It's like a little elf costume, isn't it? And he's still wearing it at the moment.
I keep looking for the cat. We haven't got one. Anyway, stationary walks. That's what we're doing. So, close slightly in front, point behind, use the pelvis, movement backwards, slip the foot. And then we go again. 1, slip, 2, slip, 3, slip, 4, slip. You get a lovely roll of the hip as you dance this, okay? So the hip moves there from one side to the other, and then as the foot goes back, and we slip that back there, that's where we get that other little bit of hip movement. Close, switch hip, left foot back, pelvis back. 1, slip, 2, slip, 3, slip, 4, slip. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Feels like winter, says my mum. Right then, should we try this from the beginning?
Oh,
4 basics.
The beginning already. Oh yeah, the basics.
4 basics.
That's it.
4 whisks, 4 stationary walks.
Okay.
Now, if you're doing this with a partner, your stationary walk might be a bit awkward because you might be a bit too close to them. And then from the stationary walks, you're going to put some photos on. Well, you can't do them like this.
Individually.
But we'll do this as individuals at the moment. It's mostly to try and get you used to dancing the actions and the technique. And then when we get back into a normal room, this won't be so alien for anyone. Normal room. Like this isn't a normal room.
No normal dancing.
Normal dancing venue. Yeah. So here we go. Ready? And 1, 2, and 2, 2, and 3, 2, and whisking, and 1, 2, and 2, 2, and 3, 2, and now we're walking. So we got stationary walk. 1, close, and close, and close, and easy as that. 4 of them. If we turn it around the other way for you, ready, and 1, 2, and 2, 2, and 3, 2, and whisk this way, and 1, 2, and 2, 2, and 3, 2, stationary walks, and 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2. So give that a go in music.
Yeah.
Let's give that a go in music.
One more little bit of technique, which is in the stationary walks. You're going to try and get that back toe pointed outwards slightly. Okay, so you're not just going straight back. You're actually going to turn the heel in, the toe out slightly. Okay, and as you can see, it's just the toe on the floor as we do our little slip. Okay, we're not going to put the heel down at the back at all. So close, turn the toe out slightly, and slip. Close, toe turns out, and slip. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to mention.
I just had a thought. Has Helen joined us today? I haven't seen a comment from her yet. She sometimes sticks us on in the background when she's working.
Yeah, no, I don't think she has this morning.
No. Oh, my phone is supposed to turn off. That's not very good, is it? There you go. But anyway, I was just curious. If you're watching, Helen, morning, missing you. Hope you're well.
Sometimes it doesn't pop up though.
No, I know.
Sometimes
that's why I was saying.
And we don't see.
Right then. So, should I put some music on?
Yeah.
That woke you up, didn't it? All right. Let's go a bit quicker. Alright, I'll dance it this way around. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, basic. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2. And a whisk. Down 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4. And 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2. Basic. I'll switch around, we'll go again. One, two, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4. Whisk. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Start again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting again is hard. We'll do that one more time. I'll turn it the other way around. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and a whisk. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Start again. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Oh, look, even Harmony's asking, are you there, Helen?
I know Helen.
I know Helen. I know Helen.
I know Helen's really busy at the moment.
Yeah, I know.
She's got a load of work on, so she's probably just head down, like working really hard.
Yeah, I guessed that because we haven't seen her. Yeah. But I guessed that she's working. Right then, so good. Now, right, we've discussed basics, we've discussed whisk, we've done stationary walks, and we've talked about my socks and Christmas jumpers.
Is that Christmas today? We're going to go on to the cha-cha?
Christmas is coming, you know.
Oh, no, it's not.
It's nearly here. It's May. End of June. It'll be halfway through. 6 months to Christmas.
Literally like the furthest away in the year that you could be wearing your Christmas socks.
They're not Christmas socks, they're winter socks. Now, I think we still need to have a little look at both photos, but we've also got a lot of chat to get through.
Yeah, I think maybe we'll do the most fingers next week.
Yeah, let's do that then.
We'll go over our cha-cha routine.
And then we'll switch dance next week. We do samba plus something else, because I think it's good doing samba.
So, last week we recapped part 1 of the... It's okay.
I got
a little glass of water.
Yeah.
You'll be all right. Have some coffee. So last week...
too much coffee.
Last week we did the part 1 of our gold level cha-cha as a recap. And this week we're going to do part 2 as a recap. Okay?
I was wondering, I thought I picked the mat up again.
That happened earlier.
Yeah.
The little coaster got stuck to the bottom of the cup, and it really scared you because you had no idea.
It was like that, and I was stuck on the bottom, and I thought, hang on, what's going on? It confused me. I was tired earlier. Tired now as well. It's like magic coasters.
Oh dear. Right, so let's have a little look then at this cha-cha. So I'm not going to go over last week's because we've done that. We'll do part 2. Okay. So part 2 is face away. I think. There.
Don't talk about coffee. I get jealous.
Oh,
We've run out. Oh no, you haven't run out of coffee.
What?
We got loads of coffee. Loads. Look, 2 big packets of espresso coffee.
You ran out though.
I did run out earlier in the week. I feel your pain, Mia. I do feel your pain. But if you have a little look on Facebook and Instagram, there's photos of all the coffee that we've got. That'll make you jealous. Yeah. If you want, Nia, you have to just come to the house, right? And I'll put a coffee out on the pavement for you. And we can social distance, drink coffee, and have coffee appreciation.
I'm sure that counts as essential travel.
Does that count as essential travel? I don't think it does, actually, does it? I don't think it does.
So we've got the second part has got walk and point. What?
Just like Nia's just said, if you get a burglary and all your coffee disappears, wasn't me. Oh, I can't wait to share coffee. Yeah, go. I'll go over here for a second.
So we've got start and point, and then a little zigzag, 4 and 1. We did that. So close, point, 4 and 1, and we did 2 very small lock steps. Step, cross, step, step, cross, step. I'm going to shuffle backwards a bit. And we did a split Cuban break. 2 and 3, 4 and 1. And then we did a close and a little like that. And then finish with another little zigzag, 4 and 1. That was it, but we'll go over that slowly.
Blimey.
Okay,
I might need more coffee here.
Really slowly. So we're going to close to start. Should I do it this way?
Oh no.
We're going to close left to right, close, and then we're going to point the other foot. And the pointed foot we're going to use again. I'm going to cross it behind, cross to the side and forward there. Okay, so that is close and point, 4 and 1. Okay, so then 2 lock steps here. Left foot first, step, cross behind, step forward, and then the other foot, step, cross behind, step forward. Okay, so the lock steps, step, cross behind, step forward, and then the other foot, step, cross behind, and then step forward again. Okay, so let's do it again. There we go. Ready, and close, point, 4 and 1, 2 lock steps, step, cross, step, step, cross, step. Let's do that again. Making sure that you're straightening your legs, so you've got close, straighten. Your foot is beautifully pointed, your toe is beautifully pointed here.
Basically, okay, you're showing off your socks.
I don't wear any socks.
I do.
You can show off your socks. Oh. And then 4 and 1 here, 4 and 1. It's going to be very small steps. And we're just going to cross behind here, 4 and 1. Then. So you've got a lovely position on the end with your front leg straight and your back leg bent. Okay?
Just laughing at the comments. Yeah. I'm loving the gifts that people are putting on our comments. I think that's from Harmony. It's the turtle from Nemo. Totally.
I love it. So let's try that again. So anyway, close and point. Close, point. Cha, cha, cha. 2 lock steps. Step, cross, step, step, cross, step. Then we've got this Cuban break. Split Cuban break. Split Cuban break. I'm just going to go left foot crosses in front of right. 2 and 3 to the side. And then the right foot goes in front of the left. 4 and 1. Okay, so making sure again we're straightening our legs, getting the hips over. So we've got 2 and 3. That back foot, the heel stays up. 2 and 3. There. Get that hip over. And then 4. And this back heel stays up here. 1. Get the hip over. Okay, let's try it again. From the beginning. Ready and close. Point. 4 and